This news update is brought to you by...
You got an upgrade for Christmas.
If you're feeling lucky, you could win some money.
Upgrade for Christmas.
$200,000 in cash and prizes. With Lime, you could win some money. It's Lime's Christmas Lottery. 250 winners this Christmas, oh yeah.
Sign up or upgrade to super fast broadband, Lime TV, e-billing, a data plan. Top up $15. Purchase a handset or text 4263 to enter.
Upgrade for Christmas.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Evening Update. It's Thursday, January 8th, 2015. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news this evening, the government serves notice it will step in and address the concerns raised by Nigerian students. Since arriving here last month, the 90 students have been publicly venting their frustrations about their accommodations at the Casa Grande Hotel in St. Philip. In fact, this morning at a news conference at the Clement Payne Center, Christopher Okulu, one of those speaking on behalf of the group, charged that the conditions are unacceptable.
We woke up, there was no water to have our bath. And the primary reason why we are here is to go to school. We Nigerians, we can do anything to achieve what we want. Positive, anything positive. We had to go to the pool to fetch water to have our bath. Just to make sure that the people that sent us here will not be disappointed, and because we could not take our bath, we didn't go for the orientation. I think that will actually tell bad about us. So everything we have been doing, we did not put up this issue in the press to make anybody feel bad or to make anybody look bad. We've tried every other possible means to make this work between us.
The students' cries have reached the ears of Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Irene Sandiford Garner, and she told reporters today the government is ready to intervene to ensure that Barbados does not suffer any fallout.
Given what has happened, though, there will have to be a government intervention because our country's reputation is at stake. We are concerned. I will tell you now that the government of Barbados is very distressed and concerned at the developments because these students would have come in good faith to this country. The government understands the challenges that they would have had at the height of the season, because remember, the tour was to come in summer when we would have had a different type of occupancy level. It happens now in the winter season when everywhere is practically booked. So the choices were not that wide. Therefore, the organizers, in their wisdom, would have chosen somewhere that would have accommodated everybody in the same place. And that was done, and it is unfortunate that it would have turned out as it did.
Sandiford Garner's comments came as she updated journalists on the state of the island's tourism sector. She reported that while overall numbers for 2014 are still being tallied, preliminary figures show the island is on track to post 1.4% growth in arrivals. The tourism official is also expecting even more growth this year. She says there's likely to be a 4% growth.
According to the CTO, total expenditure, and CTO is Caribbean Tourism Organization, total expenditure by visitors to Barbados for 2014 is estimated at US $939 million. It must, however, be noted that these figures are provisional and are expected to change once you add in the remainder of the previous year. At present, our projections for 2015 are that arrivals will increase by approximately 4%, or 20,931 when compared to 2014. And this, of course, is as a result of the increase in airlift which we are going to have. It is expected that that capacity will increase by 3.4%, or 35,397 seats.
In other news, while Barbadians may get an ease in their pockets as world oil prices continue to fall, the Barbados National Oil Company is bracing for financial losses. BNOC's General Manager, Winton Gibbs, tells Barbados Today that's because its core business depends on revenue from reselling imported fuel locally, and the falling prices will negatively affect its bottom line.
Light of power and the country would benefit because the fuel oil would the price of fuel oil would also be lower, you see. But the NOCL itself would make a smaller profit or even a loss, depending on it falls in relation to our cost of operations.
To news from the law courts now, Renaldo Carter, who is accused of committing the first murder for the year, has been remanded to prison until March 5th. The 31-year-old of First Avenue Vauxhall appeared in the Oistins Magistrates Court this morning, where he was formally charged with killing his cousin, Jason Carter, on January 1. He was also charged with the unlawful possession of ammunition.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In sports, the West Indies bring in the big guns ahead of tomorrow's 2020 International Series against South Africa. Big hitter Jamaican Chris Gayle and Trinidad and Tobago's Kyron Pollard and Lyndell Simmons have been included in the regional side to bolster the team's batting lineup after losing to the South Africans 2-0 in the 3-test series this week. While the Windies beefed up their team, the South Africans will be without the services of their best bowlers, namely Morne Morkel, Vernon Philander and Dale Steyn, who have been rested, as well as batsman A.B. de Villiers. West Indies and South Africa will play the first of 3 matches at Newlands. In regional news, Jamaica's top cop assures residents that his force is on top of the crime situation in the country. This as the country records 24 murders in the first 7 days of the new year. More in this report from Television Jamaica.
I don't really want to dwell on the accomplishments of 2014 because I believe that Jamaicans still deserve to be safer. 1,005 murders in 2014 was still too high.
The police high command has been grappling with a spike which saw 7 people being killed in one night. The army is now being used to bolster the police in Spanish Town, St. Catherine after a triple shooting in the Marchpen community last night. Dr. Williams said there is intelligence on the killers in most of the cases.
I just want to assure the country that we are responding to this spate of killings and we will do everything to get it under control. We have already deployed additional JCF resources to areas most severely affected like Spanish Town and environs and St. James, particularly Montego Bay. We are being fully supported by the JDF in this endeavor.
Further afield, a huge police operation is underway in northeast of Paris as the manhunt for the main suspect in Wednesday's deadly attack on the Charlie Hebdo magazine continues. More in this BBC report.
We've heard that there is now a lot of activity in the Picardy region, which has been put on the highest security alert, and all the focus seems to be on a village or a town called Longpont, which is quite close to Crépy-en-Valois. There are reports of helicopters landing in field, speculation that maybe special forces are on their way there. So a huge police operation as they try to tie down these 2 men and stop them from carrying out another attack.
That's our Barbados Today evening update. We'll be back again in the morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Have an enjoyable evening.
This news update is brought to you by
I won for me to me.
For me?
Yes.
You don't need speakers, right?
Upgrade to win every week with Lime. Sign up for Lime TV or broadband or purchase an iPhone 6 or Samsung Note 4. Upgrade Christmas with Lime.